Here we go. Here we go.
Fresh new podcast. That's why I wanted to dress like you
Let
today.
me tell you something. I'm a little bit impressed today.
I wanted to
A
be
white polo.
Yeah, like
I mean,
they call it
there's
a
no
baby.
flamingos. There's no fishes.
No.
There's I don't know. There's no pigs.
I wanted to keep it preppy. They're calling me Baby Manny on the street of Cornwall.
No, what's up?
Yes.
I
I'd like to welcome to the show today Mark Zuckerberg. Mark,
What,
thank you
Mark?
for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I mean, I'm sorry. Dan Ryan.
What? No Facebook here. No Facebook.
Dan Ryan, how
No,
are you?
listen. If Mark is here, we just got a deal with Meta.
Hey, he looks like Mark Zuckerberg.
By the way, our producers just came in with
Breaking news.
Breaking. I don't know if we're gonna have time for all these fucking
That's
questions.
the contract. That's the contract. It's my terms before we begin.
No, but also,
Listen.
go ahead, Manny.
How cool is it that we are going to learn English today, my man?
Yes, proper
We're going
English.
to be speaking. Oh, can I get a cup of water?
Proper English.
No.
Damn, what's up with this guy, though?
We got Dan Ryan with us.
Dan
brother.
Ryan
Dan
from-
Ryan.
From E1 Miami GP Racing.
Brother.
Did I say that correctly?
Did we ever say that?
You got there. Yeah, we got there. We got there. We got there.
I think it's the E1 champion Miami.
It's the E1 Championship.
There you go.
And
All
this
right, so we're
weekend,
both
we have
wrong.
the E1 Miami GP.
Let everybody know who you are, sir.
I'm Dan Ryan, Head of Marketing at E1. Thank you for having me in today. Kiko, Manny.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How many times people tell you you look like Mark Zuckerberg? Let's just get that out of the way.
Let's go for a record in this time. I reckon it's usually about 3 times an hour. So,
Really?
we're already halfway there.
I think it's pretty cool to look like somebody like Mark. Mark's a good guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Dan's
I've
a
never
good
met
guy.
him, but I mean,
Smart. I know, Dan, you got to be smart, right?
There are worse. Well, no, don't let the glasses deceive.
Hey, don't say that. This is why I wear these.
I work in marketing.
No, listen. I first of
What
all,
I'll do.
I want to welcome to you, Miami. I know you just got off
Yes.
a plane. Where were you coming from?
Came from London.
London,
From
England.
London?
Shout out to London, England.
London. Mark's
One of my favorite
I
places.
said Mark. Dan is from London.
Yeah, could you let go of the Mark thing already, brother?
Listen, we talked a little bit off camera. Immense traveling for you, huh?
For us
When it
as a
comes
championship, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, explain
Okay,
to the
First of
Miami
all, yeah,
crowd.
what E1 is.
So
Yeah.
E1 is all-electric powerboat racing championship.
Oh, wow, electric.
Second season for us. So we're closing it out this weekend in Miami. It's our first visit to Miami.
First time?
Yeah, for E1 as a championship.
Well, not for you, though.
Not for me, no. I love it here. So
Okay.
I'm happy to be here with E1. And yeah, we got the race this weekend, Friday and Saturday. It's the finale of our second season, our first time to race in the States or even in the Americas.
Okay.
Really?
So it's a huge moment for us as a championship. We're a new championship, a whole new sport in its own right, taking electric propulsion, which has been proved in Formula E and Extreme E, which is part of our group, and then taking it to powerboating, which is a very popular sport not only globally but especially in America, and with also a lot of history here in Miami.
Listen, I just learned about all this
Yeah.
today. With the fact that, when I got here and said, okay, we're going with the racing, with the boats again, I go, wow, I'm going back to the 80s.
Right.
The days, that Miami, Miami Vice and everything, we had the great speedboats and a lot of famous, people that were involved in that time. I mean, we were always, ahead of the game. And then when you tell me, no,
a nice history of
it's electric.
Yeah.
I'm like, electric? Wow, that's just crazy to me.
Dan, explain to me, what's a hydro boat for people that don't know? I don't know what a hydro boat. How does that operate? How does it run?
So the boats run on hydrofoils, right? So they look like a cross between a Formula One car and a Starship. So they raise up as soon as they're going about 5 to 10 knots. They rise up onto the hydrofoils. So you've got 2 on the side, their wings, and 1 on the rear, and that allows them to go faster, but that also allows them to reduce the
Friction.
impact that they have and the friction and their interaction with the water.
Are they outboard motors, though?
Yeah, they're outboard motors.
So regular outboard motors, just
Electric outboard motors.
electric, all right.
So we've worked with Mercury Racing, who produce a huge number of outboards for regular boats, power boats, leisure craft, and we've just kept the outside and then reconstructed the interior workings.
Do they all have to be Mercury, though? Or are they all Mercury?
Yeah, so it's a stock championship.
Okay, so it's it's pretty much like even playing field, right?
Yeah, it's an even playing field, stock championship. We have a few partners that we work with. So Chrysler developed the battery, Mercury Racing developed the powerboat. So you come in as a team or as a pilot or within the teams, and the boat is the same. There's a few variables. You can change the propeller. You can sand the foils to within a limit.
Also, that you can
Right.
tweak stuff.
Well, I mean,
change out. There's no, but it's different though because
how
how
do
do you
water?
really change out a lot of stuff? Like you can't put a cam on it. You can't put an air filter because it's electric, right?
Correct. Yeah. So a lot of it's in software, how they use the battery. So there's a boost function as well. So they have the ability to be able to
secret button.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't even.
James Bond.
I don't know where it is, to be honest with you.
Have you ridden in one of them?
I have sat in one, but I haven't ridden in one. No.
You haven't raced in one of them.
No.
Right.
I have not raced in one of those. I race cars and historic touring cars, what have you. So I'm a racing man through and through. So
Explain to us, what's it like attending one of these events? Like, I know it's the first one here in Miami, but I see in my notes here you've been to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Monaco, Nigeria.
Well, because they've been doing it over there, right?
yeah, so this
Well, it's year 2 only, so it's relatively new.
year 2 only. We're a global championship. We're born, as I was saying earlier, we're born out of the same group that created Formula E and then Extreme E. So Formula E is the on-road racing car series that was racing in Homestead last year.
Okay.
And they're now moving to the Hard Rock Stadium. But they also raced actually downtown in Miami in 2015, 2016. Then Extreme E was born, which is an off-road racing championship. And then E1 came around. Alejandro Gag and Roddy Basso are 2 founders. They born the idea in the pandemic, actually. And so the boat was developed and the prototype was made. And then we got ready for racing. And our major partner, which is PIF from Saudi Arabia, they brought the championship to life, and our first ever race was in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia last season. And then we're touring. The calendar's growing. We had 5 in season 1, 5 races, 7 races this year. We're hoping to grow up to between 12 to 15 races. And yeah, some amazing locations around the world. I don't choose the locations myself.
Right. No. So the one that's going to be happening in Miami. Let's give the dates again. It's going to be on Saturday,
7th and 8th. Yeah,
7th
Friday, Saturday.
And it's going to be in what part of Miami? In the
we're racing in Biscayne Bay.
Okay.
In front of Miami Seaplane Base, if you know that, by the cruise port terminal, the other side. Jungle Park near the Kezia Center.
Yeah. So can people buy tickets for this?
They can buy tickets. We're almost sold out, which is great.
And after you do the podcast now, we're going to be sold out completely.
Exactly. So yeah, we're getting there. It's going to be a great event. We'll talk about our team owners.
Yes.
E1 has an incredible roster of team owners, and that really is Alejandro Gag's idea to bring them in, all these idols and superstars from the world of sports and entertainment.
I was going to ask.
They've invested in the teams themselves, and that's helped us from building the championship, particularly from a marketing perspective when it comes to reach and getting the audience and building the fan base. You've already got a huge following for Tom Brady, LeBron James, Will Smith, Rafa Nadal.
So these are all owners also.
Yeah, there's 9 teams.
9 teams.
Each one of the 9 teams is owned by a superstar from sports or entertainment.
Okay.
And they attend the races, which is amazing.
They're going to be there cheering for their team, obviously.
Yeah. The whole purpose of E1, did it have to do with like being environmentally safe and like talk to us about that and why the concept came up? Because I know that it's a big deal on obviously the pollution and not having those elements when
the environmentalists and stuff like that.
So look, the DNA of E1 is all in the idea of electrification of marine transport. Again, I'll reference Formula E, and that came in as the first electric racing road championship in 2014 when EVs were. There was a really small uptake on EVs, and a lot of manufacturers came into Formula E, and they used Formula E as a test bed to develop their road car technology with electric vehicles.
Some of the
interrupt
you. Some of the Formula One vehicles are half electric and half.
All Formula One is now. Formula One is good, totally hybrid.
I saw that the other day, right? They kick in after a certain amount or something.
But Formula E is all electric.
Did you know that?
All electric.
They're half electric and half
On the
gas?
Formula One, yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't
so
know
our DNA is, and our kind of core principle is to do that, is to develop technologies for electric marine mobility, but also is to shine a light on the work that's going on in and around either existing coastal regions or new areas that are being developed around the marine wildlife and what's great about E1, and this is why the foils are important, is actually our racing has as minimal impact as possible. We're a sport, and that's what the sport is created to shine the light on these things, right? And that's what we do for E1. So we have a whole program. We're doing a beach cleanup on Wednesday,
nice,
which is only a really small activity, but it's all about starting somewhere. And that's the thing. We're a really small championship. This is our first time coming here. You have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And we're doing a lot of work with the community as well.
Listen, not too shabby. That's your first one, and I mean, you can't go around throwing names like Tom Brady and
Will Smith.
Will Smith and people like that. I mean, that's not too small to me. That sounds a little big time, very VIP, very private. You know what I'm saying?
It is. It's a really exclusive look. Being on the water, being around boats is, whether you're in your own little small boat like we do on our weekends, or whether you're in a mega yacht, you always feel amazing. And that's the thing about E1. It is got that premium feel. We race in these most beautiful locations around the world, and we've developed a hospitality offering. We've developed a fan zone offering. We've also developed a lot of what we do is about online and also gaming as well.
Okay.
So we've got a few tricks up our sleeve this week that we're launching around our gaming side. So even if you can't come to a race, you can still experience and learn about E1 in other ways, which every sport has to do, right?
Right.
So E1 isn't just an event.
Now, this is obviously going to be televised, correct?
It's going to be televised, on CBS in the States.
CBS. Okay.
And then around the world on other broadcasters.
Right. No, important.
Or YouTube as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, you can get it on YouTube as well, which is great.
YouTube TV.
Correct. Yeah.
Kicking butt.
How is Miami responding, to the whole idea of having the finale here?
Well, Miami has responded very well across. I mean, there's been so many conversations and touch points we've had. We were here last year in December. Mayor Francis Suarez welcomed us here, and we had our launch event. And he, put his rubber stamp on us coming back. It's the first powerboat event in Miami since 1990, and he really opened the door for us. So we've worked to get permits through the Coast Guard and so many different authorities here, and everybody's been super supportive because of what E1 stands for, and the ability that we're able to race right in the heart of the city, right? And we've been working with schools and colleges, like I mentioned, Miami-Dade College. The Miami GMCVB has been very welcoming to us. The DDA, Downtown Development Authority. Shout out to MJ.
MJ, we love MJ.
If you guys have been involving local businesses and giving them opportunities.
We do a lot with the DDA. Yeah.
So MJ's been fantastic, and the whole team at the DDA. They're the ones that actually introduced us to you guys as well. But we're doing an event with them tomorrow at Miami-Dade College for the community. So we're taking representative from our pilots down, from our business side of things, and then also from our design and our sustainability to give that insight into E1. But yeah, I could sit here and talk for hours around the different touch points we've had with the community in Miami.
That's always going to get you brownie.
That's the important thing. That's the important thing. Number one is educating Miamians with the sport.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the good thing about Miami is that we're an international, city.
Yeah.
I call this Miami, USA. I don't call Miami, Florida. I feel we're our own country. So I always say that. So at the end of the day, for us to have this now involved, there's going to get to a point that I'm going to have to block people and say no more stuff in Miami. Enough, because they said we can't. We have so many things coming. Everyone wants to be part of the Miami, syndrome, like I call it. Ever since COVID hit, Miami was discovered.
Everything's open.
Everything's open. But it's something funny you said a little bit ago, and I want to touch bases on that. That this was the owners, right? They came up with this during COVID. It's incredible. Yeah. And if you really look into this, how many businesses and opportunities have always emerged from the COVID? Because everybody everybody had just stopped and said, okay, what the hell do we do right now? You couldn't be doing what you're doing. So people started reinventing and giving innovative ideas.
Making something good from bad.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that came, and a lot of, I hate to say this, but there is some good things that came out of, COVID, that people with businesses and stuff like that, So this being one of them, I think that's just that was just wonderful. What came out of this? Because they're very, very advocate in this sport.
Yeah,
do they race themselves?
Who are founders?
Yes, your founders.
No, they don't race, but they're super involved.
The ones that came up with it during COVID.
Yeah, Alejandro Agag, who is also the founder of Formula E and Extreme E. He has been the pioneer behind the electric motorsport championships. Could even call it, kind of the revolution of motorsport through an electric lens.
100%.
And then Roddy Basso, who is our other co-founder and the CEO, his background is an engineer, so he was a NASA engineer, and then
very important to have
for Ferrari and for McLaren. So he's really come at it from the engineering perspective, and Alejandro from he's the visionary and from the business perspective, and also from the purpose perspective as well. But we have a chief scientist in our championship, Professor Carlos Duarte, who is the most recognized scientist in the marine space globally. So he comes to our events and he leads our Blue Impact program and our Blue Impact Championship, and that's what we do.
So these I guess team managers and obviously not pilots but like captains that drive these boats. What are the little things that it takes to win a race or like to get a? Is it like obviously it's different now, right? Because there's no more like oil, grease, and ratchet. It's more like computer stuff, tweaking. Like, what is the difference of winning and losing?
There's a few ratchets in the paddock, let me tell you that.
Yeah.
Maybe not
In the computer.
Maybe not so much oil, but there is definitely ratchets going on. So there is what
separates the winners from.
Look, it's racing at the end of the day. Okay, so. I've worked in motorsport. I've had the privilege, and I love working in it. I've worked in racing, my whole career. I grew up racing, and the principles still apply, right? It's just the way that it comes to life. And now it's electric, and it's also crazy thinking about water and electricity.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So we're still wrapping our head around that. But it is totally, totally safe, and it's amazing. But what I haven't actually spoken about, which is probably a huge part of E1, is the pilots. So each team has 2 pilots.
Two men,
a male and a female.
It's got to be male and
female. So there's each team stipulated
like it. Wow.
Male and
equal
female.
equality.
So it is gender parity.
Love it.
But we only have one boat, so they don't race. So they take it in turns.
They're not fighting over who's driving. I'll drive. Let me drive.
So they would say, right, you're pilot A, you're pilot B, and then the schedule goes in, and you race in different heats together. Oh, cool. But what we have found is also we've taken pilots from not only powerboating background. So obviously they're the ones that have got the most transferable knowledge, people from powerboating.
And then somebody from IT.
Yeah. But some of our pilots have come from BMXing, have come from racing cars, bikes, other...
It's in their DNA.
Exactly. Yeah. But what can they do? There's a lot that they do in terms of understanding. The strategy is super important. So our racing takes place... Unlike a lot of other powerboating, where it's offshore powerboating, they will go out and they're really long courses and they'll come back. We race on really tight courses. We have 5 boats on the water battling it out in a short space. So where our event site is, you'll be able to see everything just looking straight ahead. You can see all of the racing take place. Yeah.
So it's like a circle or an 8 or.
Kind of like an 8, a bit more complicated 8.
I was going to say that too. How long is it? How long is the race?
And there's buoys everywhere.
Yeah, so we use these smart buoys as well. We call them smart marks. They're electric, so they don't anchor to the seabeds. That's another part of the whole project.
They just stay like a
GPS
motor.
Yes, they're powered by electricity. They're GPS coordinated, so they can stay within about.
Propped up, right?
Yeah,
they have props.
It's a whole new revolution.
Well, like those anchor on the on the boats that you can now you don't need to. You can just set your thing and it sits there and. Power poles kind of like that. Wow, that's
an iPad. Somebody controls that with the iPad.
Yeah,
sends them out.
That's the co-captain,
and they all do a little dance, and then they're in position, and then you have to race around the buoys. We have a short lap, a normal lap, and a long lap. And the reason for that is because that mixes up the racing. And that allows you to be strategic. So, for example...
No bumping or grinding on these boats, right? Yeah.
Well, there is definitely bumping and grinding this year.
Or tapping or slapping.
Last year in Season 1, everyone was very nice, giving each other a lot of room, whereas this year...
That's what I was thinking of. That makes it fun.
It's really fun. Really fun.
Do they change this course every once in a while, or it's the same thing?
Each location we go to is a different
You got a
course.
different course.
Just like with Formula One or...
Well, that's what I was saying. Golf
or IndyCar.
Any accidents that happen?
Yeah, we've had some big shunts this year.
You would think.
Thank God there's been no injuries.
Yeah.
Are the boats equipped with capsules that pop out? Or?
They're closed cockpits.
Uh-huh.
So we haven't had a boat capsize yet, but we've had a boat start to go into the water, and then they pop the
right side up.
Cockpit. Yeah, correct. Yeah, they jump out.
The water's different.
We've got all these with the rescue team on jet skis. They're
there
within 10 seconds. What?
Well, talking about now, how fast do the boats go?
The boats go. The fastest we've run the boat so far is 50 knots, which is about 100 kilometers an hour.
Which is how many miles per hour for those that don't?
About 60 miles an hour.
That's fast.
For 50 knots.
Yeah,
that's fast.
Yeah,
within a very short course and a tight area. So they're not as quick as traditional powerboats, but they are fast for the acceleration.
Yeah, they got
and for the cornering, etc., etc.
Makes it fun.
And we're making the boats quicker and quicker and quicker.
And you guys chose Miami finale. Why? Was it always in the game plan of finishing it here?
Many reasons.
Yes.
Give us a couple.
Yeah, exactly. Number one, this is our first race in the Americas, and Miami is the place to come to, right?
Sure.
It is, as you've said, from a not only a business and a life perspective, Miami's become one of the sports capitals of the Americas, right?
Miami, USA.
There's so much going on here. We have had, formerly has raced here before, so we've brought championships here. But also, Miami's got the history of powerboating. Yeah. So I think they're probably the three main key ingredients. And what we're hoping is that Miami becomes the hub for us. So our plan is.
I mean, if you take a look at the old video, I'm sure you guys have. You're the marketing guy. You see the whole old videos of like when Miami racing. You know, the only way to see it was you see all the helicopters just following the boats. You know, all the way.
Big boats, all huge fuel guzzlers. So this is
This
is the new age.
Yes. But a whole team. It was always 5, about 4 or 5 people on the boat.
Is this just the beginning for you with these kind of boats, or are you guys maybe looking for some bigger, badder boats in the future? I know
this is the beginning. This is year 2. Yeah, let's check back in
that was a good
years.
Question, right then, that was maybe some longer big boats like they used to run.
There is stuff being worked on.
Didn't you own a couple boats in the 80s?
No,
back
sorry,
when you used to run out of the Grove with the Falcone boys?
No,
that wasn't you.
No, that wasn't me.
I've seen the video. The guy has a beard.
Nope, sorry, not me. You see, this is where you start now going off for no reason.
We have again, Manny.
It's the 80s.
Manny lived a little bit more than I did, but
the 80s were always a great time in Miami with the boats. It was a spectacular.
Out of the Grove and kind of like what you guys are going to be be running now, so that's great.
Biscayne,
you guys are going to be
through Biscayne, the Biscayne area. So and the other thing, Dan, is apart from are you seeing a whole infrastructure of all these great sponsors wanting to be participating in this now? I mean, like apart from our main guys, what big sponsors are part of that you guys?
Yeah, look at it from the championship and from the team perspective as well. So, from the championship, we've got PIF from the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia.
Which that's huge.
Doing some amazing work. Especially in the community here, they have a program called Driving Force.
Okay.
So that's working with schools and colleges, and we've set up a whole PIF activation at the site for kids to come to, which is fantastic. Boss is our apparel partner. Wearing the hoodies, they're not. I have got a white polo on underneath, by the way. When you
you see Polo Day,
you see, let me tell you. I mean, I'm okay with the hoodie. The hoodie's nice.
Bombay Sapphire.
You can send some of those
this year as our official gin.
Who's that?
Bombay Sapphire.
Oh, okay, sure, yeah.
So
good gin.
Well, come on down and have a gin and tonic at the race site.
I'm gonna go.
That's very English.
I got invited. I'm just saying, Saturday.
Do the viewers really want me to say that you got invited? Or you forced yourself.
No, Dan told me. He says his friend Mark Anthony will be there.
Okay.
His other friend Will Smith will be there.
Yeah.
And our favorite Tom Brady will be there.
Well, we taught the Englishman a very Cuban word. What's the word I taught you?
Perdido.
Perdida.
Perdida.
Right, perdida. So when you look at Kiko, it's hashtag perdida.
Perdida.
I have no idea. For the record, I have no idea what I just said.
Oh, well, you just follow my lead. Trust me. You follow my lead, Dan.
You've been to so many countries, right? With this thing, from when you were telling me before we got on.
Oh, you're gonna put them on the. Are you gonna put them on the line there? What's the favorite country?
No.
Oh, okay.
What's been some of like a really like cool experience in some of these countries that people will probably never get to go to?
Experience outside of the race.
Yeah, like during the race, something you saw, a race that went well because some of these locations are incredible. I mean,
all of the locations are amazing for their own reasons. I mean, Monaco, because it's just so synonymous with racing and motorsport.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm so proud to go there and race and work in that place every year. But we've just come from Lagos, Nigeria. We had our last round of the championship there, which was spectacular. There's the first time for us as E1 to race in Africa as a continent.
What's the backdrop there?
The backdrop there, I mean, Lagos, Nigeria is bigger than Miami. It's absolutely massive in terms of the scale of the city. It's a beautiful spot on the coast of Africa, and we raced on the lagoon. And they're doing a lot of work now in terms of promoting tourism.
Yeah.
There's a lot
nice
going.
Hotels there?
Amazing hotels.
Really? Where'd you stay?
We stayed in a hotel called the Black Diamond, which was nice.
Sounds good already.
But let me tell you,
in your lobby.
I mean, come on.
We found these diamonds in the backyard of your lobby.
If I can say, I'm not saying quite as nice as where Tom Brady or Will Smith is, but we are always. It's a privilege to do what we do.
Yeah, don't give me bullshit. I know you live a good life, Dan.
Yeah.
Listen, what other cool spots I see here on the list that you gave me?
Which
Italy, Qatar.
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
Saudi Arabia, where you racing? Is it,
Jeddah in
what
Saudi
sea
Arabia.
is that?
That's the Red Sea.
The Red Sea. And what's the backdrop on that like?
Just a simple life. You know,
Don't you have a home there?
Yeah, simple English man, you know, and his boss, you know, sweatshirt. I'm headed. Where are you headed?
Yeah.
Headed to Red Sea for a
He
race.
tells me he does parties as Mark Zuckerberg, which is another.
Exactly. Yeah,
Oh, let me tell you something. I'm in on that one.
No, he does. No, but like, let's say like Qatar. I've never been to Qatar. What's Qatar like?
Oh, God.
You been to Qatar?
Listen, you can. Let me tell you, you can pull off a good.
I can put
kind
it
of
on.
a Prince guy over there.
Put it
in Qatar,
on.
by the way.
Temperatures are hot there. What type of the season do you guys run there?
We're there early in the year. I mean, we have the pleasure of chasing the sun around the world, as a lot of people in sports do, right?
Yeah.
That's
I love that.
that's the way sports works.
Yes.
Is that for most sports, you're chasing the sun around the world.
Yeah.
So
The ones that can.
Yeah, bro.
yeah, we have a good time. We work very hard. It's a great team at E1. But yeah, some amazing spots. I think we raced in Lake Como out of Villa d'Este, which is one of the most iconic hotels probably in the world. And the fact that we could race there, which not many other sports can do. Don't get me wrong, other sports can go to some fantastic places, but what I've discovered with E1 is that we are going to places which are just not on the radar for other
Correct.
sports. So Dubrovnik, we were talking about Dubrovnik earlier in Croatia. You know,
Oh,
if anyone
you
watches,
heard the hub.
exactly.
Our producer just came back from the, you know, I was there last year. Spectacular, beautiful place.
Yeah.
Beautiful place.
Dan, this is all nice and all these beautiful places. What's the most challenging part of your job?
The most challenging
Dealing
one,
with people like us.
Yeah, and second part of that is what particular event or something that's happened to you that really like
What stands
what's
out?
All right.
challenging.
I mean, okay. The most challenging part of my job, which I think I'll just is. I hope this isn't a bad answer, but I think actually is my job in its own right. So what I mean by that is I'm head of marketing. I work with an incredible team of people within our marketing department, but we're trying to grow the sport, and it is very tough. And like we were talking about earlier, we've had so many touch points in Miami coming here in the year since we've announced this. But the reality is that you walk down the street, you ask people, "Hey, what's E1?" Not many people know.
Right.
So that is a real challenge, and that's what I love. That's my job. That's why I take that challenge on.
Right.
So that's why I'm in it for the long game. I was in Formula E for a long time, and I've joined E1. Been here for almost 3 years now, and we've started at zero, which I love as well. Coming in. By the way, nobody knows who you are. You walk in the room, and that's what's great fun. That's what the challenge is, telling the story of who you are as a championship and building that. So yeah, I think that's the challenge.
Well,
But don't get me wrong, there are some real operational challenges everywhere we go.
anything that sticks out to you, like shit happened somewhere.
Okay, I'll give you.
I think shit happens all the time, but give us a good one.
Something good.
Yeah.
Right?
I'll give you some good ones. And it's
Something good.
usually to do with the podium. So the culmination of our weekend is doing the podium, doing the prize giving ceremony, and that's a moment that's live on TV. You've got whoever's won the race or even finished second or third are really stoked to be up there, and we've had 5 teams win out of our 6 races this year. So, and something always goes wrong. We practice and we practice
Why
and we
not?
practice. So last time in Lagos, Nigeria, we were there. We had everybody set. You have these incredible people on the podium handing out trophies. The governor of Lagos, Nigeria is there, and the speakers just went down. So we're talking into the speaker, the presenter speaking into the speaker to say, "Welcome everyone," and just nothing coming out.
Welcome.
So these are the real world problems
Yes.
in terms of like things that happen at the time.
For us marketers, it
in
is
live
a pain in the
sports,
butt. Yes.
it's great fun and it's challenging, but that's what happens every time. You prepare as hard as you can, but there's always going to be something.
That's where everybody's
And
on the speaker. What happened? What happened? What happened? Listen, you spoke about prize. What's the prize money here?
So we don't actually have prize money as a
No
championship.
prize money.
No.
So it's just a trophy.
We're looking to introduce it, but we're a small championship.
Okay.
We have some sponsors. We have some great teams. We're building the business of the championship as well. At the moment, it's for pride, but it's a world championship recognised by the UAM. Yeah. They're the governing body.
But at least a nice trophy, right?
They're great trophies,
Yeah.
beautiful trophies.
What's the trophy look like?
The trophy is actually arriving today into Miami from our trophy producer. So I've only seen the concept.
Hopefully the plane won't be delayed.
Also, you haven't seen it. You haven't seen it.
I've seen the concepts, the visualization.
That's exciting.
So I'm going to get my hands on it later today. And I've got some great stories about trophies as well.
Give us one.
Our first ever race in Saudi Arabia, we we were there, and it's a huge moment for us as a championship. We'd never done it before. Don't get me wrong, you've got loads of people in the room who have done other races and other sports events, but we'd never done it together as a team before. And anyway, the night before, we were doing an opening ceremony for the championship. We had royalty from Saudi Arabia, we had people from the governing body, we had our chairman there, and the whole point was to show the trophy. And we opened the box of the trophy, and it was made out of glass, and the whole thing had shattered.
Oh, but Dan, marketing 101, brother. You got to check the merchandise.
So we found
in front of royalty.
We found a no. This is the night before. This is at midnight the night before. We were going live at 4 p.m. the next day. We found a glass factory in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia that was open throughout the night.
There you go.
And we had trophies the next day.
So you know what's it called in Spanish?
Yeah, go on.
Apaga fuego.
Okay.
You turned out a fire, brother.
Fire.
You turned out there was fire brewing, and that's the other thing you got to do in this business. You got to think quick of how to resolve this situation.
Dan,
I love it.
Once again, for the people up there, when is it? It's this Friday and Saturday.
Yes.
This Friday and Saturday.
What time?
Well, we're on the water from about 9 a.m. And then we're off the water 2:30, 2:45 each day. So there's a lot of action.
Again, for everybody that's going to be viewing this, you could go ahead and tickets are selling fast. So do we know where we're selling? I mean, we can put it down in the caption. You know what I'm saying?
Search E1.
Search E1.
E1, and our website is e1series.com, and it is right
E1series.com, everybody.
E1series.com. That's where I can find my tickets, right?
That's where they'll be. Or you could check your email inbox. But if you want to buy them, you can go to e1series.com.
You know what?
I'll check the inbox.
I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna think if I have to go just to go ahead and take care of this, because somebody has to.
I'm afraid we're sold out.
He's a ball buster, but he loves it.
Somebody has to follow this guy and see what's going on.
All right.
Now,
I'm gonna ask the first question, and then you ask the second question.
Yeah.
This question is brought to you by Toast, South Florida's #1 POS system for all restaurant eats. Dan Ryan, you're not from Miami, so I'm going to ask
the man.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you your top 3 restaurants that you like to eat at in London.
Oh, my!
Where you're
top
from?
3 in London,
and especially everybody that likes to travel.
Yes,
London,
and you're going to start with your number 3.
Oh, number 3.
Choice.
Okay, I'm going to go number 3.
I got to write these down, by the way.
We'll find the images, but give us it.
Okay, Sticks and Sushi.
Sticks and sushi.
I got to blame my sister for that one.
All right.
Sticks and
but it's
sushi.
amazing.
How do you say it again?
Sticks and sushi.
And sushi. Good spot. What do you like there?
The
sushi?
And the sushi. Yeah.
Oh, it's steaks and sushi. That's it.
Sticks. So it's like kebabs.
Oh, kebabs.
They
You
put stuff on a
see,
stick,
But I
kebabs.
said sushi.
And then they put it on the grill.
Kebabs,
And
but
sushi.
kebabs.
Yeah.
Sticks and sushi. Be
Got it.
careful if
Got
the lunch gang goes to London. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Number 2.
The lunch boys. The lunch. gang.
Whatever.
Disrespect.
Over there's gang.
Number 2 for Dan
We'll have
Ryan.
Interpol arrest
Number
them.
2. Okay.
Number 2.
This is a local one to me in North London, but they're also opening another spot now. Vincenzo's.
Oh,
Vincenzo's.
Vincenzo.
Pizzeria.
That's
It's from my
Tell me about
hometown, so shout out to my man Vinny. It's New York style, thin crust.
okay.
Is it really New York style or like a London version of New York style?
Well, his grandfather had a pizza store in New York.
Does he bring in the water?
He has to be importing the water.
He
Come
must
on.
import-
Listen, I
People
turn up
do, right?
and he hands me my pizza,
Is it
and I
free?
go
'Cause
away.
it's going to be free now. Everything in New York. So
that's number 2.
okay. So what kind
Number
of pizza
3.
do you like at Vinny's Spa? Like
I'm just a pepperoni guy every time.
There you
Pepperoni
go.
pesto he does, but
Okay.
fire?
so long as it's got,
And number
yeah.
3, Dan? Number 3?
No, number 1.
Oh, number
And your
1.
Number 1 top
Number
pick
1.
for
On the podium, we were speaking about before. Indian cuisine is just the best.
Yes,
I
it
think
is.
Yeah.
in London.
It
I had the honor of I went to Mumbai on holiday. That was incredible. But London food, I think it compares to food in India. Gymkhana,
Yeah, I agree.
absolutely sensational.
Yep.
wow.
It's expensive, so it's a real treat.
Yeah.
What do you like over there?
Lamb chops is sensational. Butter chicken's amazing.
So
The meat.
simple Indian good
Yeah.
food.
So how many times have you been to Miami? Many times?
This is my 3rd trip this year.
Okay,
I
so
love it here.
in your
Absolutely.
3rd trip,
Yeah.
could you mention at least 3 spots in Miami you like to go dine when you're
Yeah,
here
sure. Okay.
that we can mention?
All right. How about the taco stand?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you like over there?
Okay.
What's your favorite?
Well, somebody usually orders for me. My mate who lives up there, he orders for me.
Birria
My mate.
tacos?
My mate. I like that.
Birria tacos or like regular
Taco
corn?
stand.
A bit of mixture,
A little
to be
bit.
honest.
All right, number 2, something
okay.
you like in Miami?
Number 2, oh gosh, here we go. This one isn't in Miami.
Doesn't matter. If
It's near, Fort Lauderdale Runway.
That's fun.
Rumway.
Yeah.
Runway.
Oh, Runway. Okay.
Runway in Fort Lauderdale.
What do you like over
right.
there?
I mean, the steak, you can't go wrong with the steak.
Nice
That's the proper
steak.
speakeasy,
Nice steak, old school vibe.
old school vibes.
I like that.
You know, it's
Solid.
about the evening, it's about the experience.
Solid. And Dan Ryan's number one spot to go in Miami.
Number
is?
one spot to go in Miami. Wow, I really actually...
No pressure, Dan.
say the
No
wrong
pressure.
Say it.
I'm going to go with...
Go ahead.
It's not
Oh, come on.
eating
already.
food.
Say it.
Oh,
Cuban coffee. Shout out to my man Eddie. He's brought me in on Cuban coffee.
okay.
That's the treat. What's it called?
Gables
Listen,
Cafe.
that is-
Gables Cafe Coffee. There
know,
you go.
Wow.
I hate to say it, but that's called like liquid cocaine here.
How about it?
Yes. Shout out to Steve with the Cuban coffee.
There you
That
go.
is that's
Brother, I've never learned so much on a podcast about something I had no idea about. But I appreciate you. And
Thank you.
Dan.
Thank you in advance for
Yeah.
my VIP tickets.
Oh my God. Oh,
It's our
it
pleasure.
can't-
Our pleasure.
It can't get worse than this,
It's been
brother.
great. I
It
wish
can't
you
get
all
worse
the
than
luck.
this.
I'm
Thank
excited
you.
that you
We
guys are
appreciate
here
it.
and that you guys are choosing that. And hopefully you guys sign a multi-year deal with us because we love to see it.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't
the
wait
plan.
for this weekend, man.
And by the way, I'm happy that you chose a day in Miami that we can go ahead and spotlight
Yes.
on the E1, brother, because that's what we are all about. We
Well,
like to
thank you for
spotlight.
choosing us.
Yes.
No,
Let's get 'em
absolutely,
a-
brother.
Let's get him a gift from
That's,
our Brandsmart people
get-
back there.
Well, but
that would fit him perfectly.
So, by the way, you know, Brandsmart is a great appliance store here that sells everything. So we have
He's
a little
well aware.
segment. We have a little segment here. We say if you have 3 Christmas wish
Yeah.
that you can buy in Brandsmart
for your wife, you're married, right?
or your girlfriend, whoever, what would it be? What would 3 gifts from that store be?
3 gifts. Do they sell iPhones?
everything,
Yes.
everything electronic.
She's desperate for the new iPhone.
For the
New
17?
iPhone, okay.
Yeah.
iPhone 17. What
Okay.
else?
Camera. She's an
Camera.
amazing photographer. My fiance.
What kind of camera?
I think it's a
They got
Canon-
all kinds.
Canon, is it Canon 7?
Probably
Canon?
Yeah.
She's smart.
She's smart.
Yeah.
And maybe like the number one thing you'd probably get if you could.
For her.
Or for you.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
I could do with some new headphones. So yeah.
Oh, headphones.
How about
I
that?
like that.
How's that work?
You did good.
How adventurous have I been? Kiko, man.
And that was brought to you by Brandsmart.
Dan Ryan.
Dan,
Thank you, sir.
thank you, brother.
E1 Racing.
Let's go.
There
We're
you
gonna
go.
go see
Yes.
racing. I'm gonna go make sure this guy doesn't steal the whole
I'll
place.
be there with Tom
Okay?
Brady. Thank you.
Howdy.
Cheers.